want to call to order a work group, what are we calling this? Work group, work session?
Strategic plan.
Work group, work session, or it's just a meeting?
Meeting.
Just a meeting, great. And we're all here tonight to talk about the strategic plan. There's been a ton of work that has gone into the strategic plan for a little bit over a year. And we felt that it needed a second look. And so that's what this is all about. The city council voted to put together a strategic plan. A strategic plan work group. And on that work group is City Councilor Kyle Duran, Council President Shaney Starr, and City Councilor Lori Christopher. And I'm the chair of the work group. And with that, we'll turn it over to City Manager Adam Brown, and he will lead us through.
Thank you, Chair Christopher and Councilor Duran and Councilor Starr. We are very excited to pick up this strategic plan as a staff. And so as many of us could make it here tonight or here to support you for that reason. Just got a couple slides before we kind of dig into the goal areas and tasks, but just to let you know, this is a public body, the strategic plan work group. So, and this is a formal and noticed meeting. And the purpose, as you said, is to continue the strategic plan. This is a 5-year plan, 2025 through 2030. And it provides strategic direction from you, the council, the people elected to govern the city, to us, the hired staff, to carry it out. This began in 2023, and we literally had thousands of comments from our citizens, and over a period of about 7 months from each of our committees. We've looked at it for multiple times. So between the comments from the citizens and the committees, we really had tens of thousands of lines of data. And
What percentage did we get of folks that are weighing in on the strategic plan?
oh, it's hard to say. I mean, we had 900 individual citizens, but then we add all the committees into that. So maybe another 50, 60 people like that.
So 1,000, 1,100.
Yeah, so that's probably about 4%.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So the comments. Oh, we also took this to a local strategic planning expert, Mo Avishon. I want to thank him for sitting down with me for a couple hours, and more than one time too. And in fact, he's even moved to Lake Oswego, but still volunteered to come back. And I know Councilor Starr, I think he works with pretty closely with your organization, CASA.
Oh, great.
So he came, met with me right before a CASA event that he was attending. And we did strategic planning for Hewlett Packard. So it's kind of a small company here in Oregon, that some people know about.
Sure. Come on.
This is just a nice graphic for the public here. This is how the importance of a strategic plan is. It's your vision, and we implement. It's a vision to performance spiral. We call this in our performance organization world. You guys set your vision, your goals, and then we create department work plans and individual work plans to get to that outcome. So I also want to assure you, this is not a plan that will sit on the shelf because we have systems of accountability built into our organization for this. You've seen it. We created the agenda format shortly after I got here and put that place marker in there, strategic impact. And so we've been using the short-term and long-term goals only, but when this is adopted, it'll refer to this, is goal number 1 of public safety. And so that's just a system of accountability for our staff. And we also don't want to make it fluff. If It has nothing to do with our strategic plan. It just says does not apply. Because that might be something regulatory we have to do, or we have to do it no matter what. But it's not a part of it. We don't want to try to fluff everything up so that everything sounds like it's in our strategic plans. We want it to be very intentional. The plan and objectives are reviewed once a month by our executive leadership team. Our third meeting of the month, or no, our fourth one.
Do you meet weekly?
We meet weekly,
Mhm.
yeah, and the fourth meeting is dedicated to going over the strategic plan and for right now, those short and long-term goals. So
Great.
that's another system. And then the third part of the system is the annual review of the plan with the council. So as part of the very beginning of the budget process, bring back that plan. Here's what we've finished, accomplished this past year. Here's what we're looking at in the years to come. And is that still the same? Is it still, are those priorities still the same? Are those tasks prioritized in the right order? Good. I
Okay.
have a question on the dice.
Oh, so sorry. Counselor Stark.
Thank you, Chair Christopher. Mr. Brown, how does this fit in with, the work of the Long Range Planning Task Force?
Yeah, that's a great, question. The role of the budget committee, and of course, the long range planning task force looks at data that informs the decision, is to implement the council's vision. So the strategic plan has to be the council's vision. The budget committee's responsibility is to fund the council's priority. Also then would fall in the long range planning committee. So whether we do that data with the long range planning committee is, I think, something we should talk about.
I think we should.
Um,
Maybe not this year, because isn't that meeting like next week or?
Yeah.
Very soon.
Yeah,
So we won't have a strategic plan probably.
an interesting part of this too is, which I'll be bringing to council, is the citizen survey. And hopefully I'll bring that to you on December 1st. And it's gonna give us some outcome measures, which is, it's easy to measure outputs, how many calls we have or whatnot, but outcomes are, what's the end result? How do people feel safe in their community, they feel safe in their neighborhood, things like that. And that's what a citizen survey gets at. So that is also data we would add to the long range planning task force so that they understand where our citizens are feeling good about and we're feeling in pain. So, but I think that's a great question for Bob.
So when you say the citizen survey, you're gonna bring it to us, the final, and then we're gonna go out with it.
Yeah, so we're targeting January right now.
Okay.
So
That's a great idea.
they have, there's pretty much some set questions, but there's a page that we can customize too. So we can look at the some things we want to ask. We can ask them, what are the priorities of these 6 goals that we have in, how would you rank them in order? Yeah, so be thinking about that. We have
Okay.
a half page to work with.
I mean, it was long.
Mhm.
So yes,
Right.
let's think long and hard about, let's ask essential, gotta have questions, not like to have questions.
Yeah,
And then you go out on the survey, what did you say, every other year or every year?
every other year. Thanks.
Every other year.
I didn't
Okay.
say that, so thanks for doing that, or reminding me that. It's kind of a common practice in our business to do every other year,
Mhm.
because doing it every year, you just don't have time to react.
Fix anything, yeah.
Yeah, to it. So the every other year is a good, a good time frame where we can actually do something and hopefully see some measurable outcomes.
And swap up the questions. We probably have a standard set. I think you said that. There's a standard set, and then we have the opportunity at the end of it to say, and here's the things that are unique to Kaiser.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just with that service, it's done through Polko. And they've given us an engagement platform online that we can use for free for 2 years.
Mhm.
Well, they've thrown it in the package, obviously it's not free, but we didn't ask for it, they added it to us, so if there's timely things that we wanna throw out, we'll actually be able to use that platform to.
So if something
engage
came up and
citizens.
we thought, shoot, we need to know about this in the next 90 days.
Yeah,
We could shoot out a question.
right,
Okay.
yeah, so that's kind of exciting.
Okay,
So after this, is just, each group, each, goal with the tasks.
Mhm.
And, unless there's objection, the chair can lead us through each question and we'll try our best to explain the intention behind each task and how we think it helps.
that sounds great. Everybody good? Okay, well, first of all, the cover's beautiful.
Yep.
You did a nice job matching all the blues. That's our official blue color. I don't know what the color is called, but Adam said, I'm gonna match all the blues, and so I think it looks really pretty. And we tried to intersect photos throughout, and those photos were mostly just like the really good stuff we've already done, just to remind folks that it looks like, here's the things we've already done. Counselor Stein.
Thank you, Chair Christopher. Mr. Brown, just, kind of couple of housekeeping things on the
Okay.
cover. Can we add the city's website
Oh,
and
good.
like an informational email address on the front along with our phone number?
Website and info. Email. Yeah, that's excellent, yeah.
Yes, good idea.
Okay. So we go to table of contents, and here's the change, and I mean, Adam did an outstanding job of putting this all together, working with Mo and getting it reframed. And really what my objection was from the first draft was we had 23 pages of here's why we did this. And so you had to get through 23 pages before you actually got to, well, here's what we're proposing. So this time, as I asked him to do, can you put it up front so that folks who want to know what we're talking about, they see it immediately? And then all of the things, all of the reasons we did it and all of the substantiating appendices would be on the back end. And so that's what has happened. So the strategic planning team message is page 3, and you can see that's been condensed to, and Adam did all of this. This has been condensed to a couple of paragraphs that gives you an overview of why we do strategic plans. I love that it's only 5 years. I think it's very difficult. I know that it's always with master plans, it's always a 10-year horizon, but I'm telling you what, who in the world can plan what's going to happen the next 10 years? I think that's very difficult to do. So I like a 5-year strategic plan. I think 60 months, that's a car loan. So we can better accept that and think that, okay, we can really do this.
There's a very nice picture on page 2 there too.
Page 2, what's page 2? Yes. That's my picture, you guys.
Photo credit.
Honest to God, that would just happen to be like a perfect day, and I took that shot and thought, holy cow, that's a great picture. We use that in the museum as well. Okay, so page 4. It tells why we do it. It gives you a little bit of overview. It gives you key metrics. Those key metrics, if I'm not right, let me know. But I think Mo was the one who said, you ought to have some key metrics, and this is what I recommend. And we said, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So housing availability challenges, high community concern regarding traffic congestion. I think we all know, I mean, that's not short and long term. That is, yes, that's a high concern. High community satisfaction with public safety and our recreational spaces, opportunities to enhance arts and culture programs to strengthen community engagement. Is there any that we've forgotten? This is going to be, so we'll go through this. If we need another meeting, we'll have it. But this will be our recommendation then to the city council when we go into a work session. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we will make a recommendation. We'll go into a work session. From the work session, we'll make further adjustments. Then we'll come to city council to adopt. Does that sound like a good process for everybody? So under key metrics, what did we forget or what should be added? Is there anything that you think we haven't mentioned? Yes.
So I think that these bullet points are good. When I read a heading called key metrics, I always think that I'm gonna see something quantifiable. And so what are the metrics?
How do you quantify these 4 bullet points?
Yeah, I mean, cause if we're just gonna leave them as these bullet points, I don't know that I would call them metrics.
Yeah, and there's another document that I have that, if the council's interested in seeing it, has each metric for each goal. So there's 5 to 10 different measures, some from the community survey. And so that's again, another document that I have that we can,
Well,
but
let's,
I see your point here.
yeah, I see your point as well. So do we want to call it metrics, or do we want to potentially change that to?
Why wouldn't we just use, so there's like point A, and then there's point B is key findings. Why don't we just call, instead of either add metrics in there, or just replace key metrics with key findings include?
I think that's it. Key findings?
Yeah, well, or, and you could say, metrics will be generated by these findings, or something that says that there's metrics behind these, that's the intent, right?
Mhm.
Could say something.
So we could add that under, so we could call it key findings. And then add the statement. Key metrics, where it says key findings are included in,
Or metrics of these findings.
Are in appendix.
exactly,
Right,
are in appendix, whatever. Okay?
so you're not listing it here in this document,
Mm-hmm,
but you're saying our findings are based on these bullet points.
mm-hmm, are in appendix question mark, and we add that to the back. Sounds good?
Yep.
We're good with that? Bill and Chief? Bill, I know you're pretty good with pretty much anything right now. I'm just saying, I recognize.
Not down.
No, he's opinionated as ever.
Oh, God, I bet. The next 4 months, it ought to be a rodeo. Okay,
Department
3.
three, last three.
oh, seriously, 3?
February 6th.
Holy cow. Okay, I hope someone's planning that big party. That's a big party. That's a 30-year party. Okay. Okay, mission statement. So this was, and I'll tell you where this idea came from. It came from the first draft of the strategic plan. And I was talking with Kyle, and Kyle says, why don't we mash up? Why don't we connect the proposal that had been made with our historic mission statement? We don't want to lose the history of the reason. Maybe you don't know this, Bill does. Only Bill and I know this. We're the only ones that have been around for this long. The city was founded based on that mission statement because Salem was trying to annex us in, and they had much higher costs, and it was all about the water. And so our city leaders at that time said, no, we want to be independent. We want to chart our own course, and we want to do it in a cost-effective way. And we want to determine what the appropriate costs are for our city. So that's a critical piece not to lose in the mission statement. So the mission statement mashup reads like this. The city of Kaiser is committed to fostering a safe, unified, and economically vibrant community while maintaining fiscal responsibility. By delivering services and here's our old mission statement. By delivering city services in a coordinated, efficient, and cost-effective manner, we strive to provide exceptional value to residents, ensuring sustainability and responsiveness to community needs to enhance the quality of life for all.
Like it.
I loved it. I thought it was a great idea, Kyle. I think the mashup works. Staff, what do you think? You can live with this? Is this something, I mean, can you support and get behind this 100%? I want this much support. Do you know what this means? Have you ever done that? Have you ever done those exercises? So
Usually like a punch.
I really like that. Like you have 5 levels of agreement, you know, like how many agree with this? Well, what's 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm in. So are we in? Is this what we're gonna put in front of us? Okay,
I like changing it from least cost to cost effective, because least cost seems cheap.
Cheap, yeah.
okay,
Our founding fathers were cheap.
they
I
were,
mean, that's not a criticism.
That's not a bad thing.
That's reality.
yeah,
So I like that change.
great. Any other comments? Okay, this is gonna be our recommendation. Okay, off we go. The vision statement. The vision statement then, the city of Kaiser is a model of excellence defined by providing high quality, cost-effective services, safe neighborhoods, responsible governance, diverse housing options, robust economic opportunities, and cultural arts and recreation opportunities for all Kaiser residents. Kaiser remains a model of small town, healthy, safe, vibrant for generations to come.
I know, one comment we had about staff I'll share with you, I'll let you chew on,
Great.
was the, model small town. And I think what was the 14th largest city, 200.
You don't think we're small anymore? People
Well-
like that small town feel.
Yeah, that's, and my response was, let's just let the committee chew on it.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I like the small town feel of Kaiser. It may not be a small town, but it still feels like a small town. So
Yeah, and
that's why I'm okay with saying yes.
Yeah, that's really what we want. I mean, we hear that over and over again from folks. I like the small town feel of Kaiser. I like that everybody knows themselves.
Yeah, it reappeared again and again. in the
Counselor
data.
Summer. Yeah,
So I will be the dissenting voice here.
okay, RBG.
I think this is a very long vision statement. And the work that I've done, your vision statements are typically fairly concise.
Okay,
And it's like this to me reads like a mission statement. And there are some very similar
There are.
components
Mhm.
to what's in the mission statement. And so I almost feel like if we got rid of everything before, Kaiser remains remains a model community with a small town feel, healthy, safe, and vibrant for generations to come. Like that says it all. It's very short, succinct, and it's not duplicative of our mission statement. It is our vision to remain a model community and maintain the small town feel,
Mhm.
healthy, safe, and vibrant for generations to come. That's our overarching vision. And it's not as wordy.
And we did that, we threw all that in, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that suggestion because, too often it gets watered down and becomes nothing because you've thrown everything in there. So I really kind of like that. What do you, the only change I would make is before vibrant, I would write economically vibrant. Economically vibrant. And that to me says jobs. That to me says local jobs, local business. So what do you think, Adam? Give me your opinion on that. So it would say Kaiser remains a model, small town, healthy, safe, and economically vibrant for generations to come.
Actually, Counselor Christopher, I said Kaiser remains a model community
Oh, communities. Okay,
with small, and then I wanted community in there because I think that's important, but with a small town feel,
oh, like it?
dash, healthy, safe, and then you added economically vibrant for generations to.
That's perfect. I like that better.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you think?
Less is more.
I think so. Kaiser remains a model community with a small town feel, healthy, safe, and economically vibrant for generations to come. Staff, what do you think? Okay, go ahead, Bill. Come on.
Kaiser, the word remains bothers me. And I don't really know why. that doesn't really mean.
How about Kaiser is?
I don't know, just the word remains doesn't seem visionary to me.
Kaiser is a model community with a small town feel.
Maybe strives to remain, something like that, I don't know, just the word remains doesn't seem visionary, that's my only point.
How about Kaiser is?
How about just making it is?
That's,
You like that
that's
better?
more definitive, that's for sure.
I like it better too. Kaiser is a model community with a small town feel that is healthy, safe, and economically vibrant for generations to come. Are we there? Okay, we're there. Great. Values. The city of Kaiser is committed to the following principles. This was pretty easy. Pride, spirit, volunteerism, and we added accountability. There seems to be a lot of interest in governments being accountable. And so unwavering commitment to transparency, responsible governance, ethical stewardship of public resources. Decisions are made with fiscal responsibility, operational efficiency, and responsiveness to community needs, reinforcing trust between residents, business, and leadership. What do you think, Kyle?
I think it's good.
So those would be our values. And I mean, it was easy to do pride, spirit, and volunteer. They set that out for us. You know, the founders of our town set that forth. Okay. Okay, so I'm just reiterating, when we get into our work session with the city council, if we don't go to another meeting here, our vision statement will be Kaiser is a model community with a small town feel and a healthy, safe, and vibrant economy for generations to come. Okay, and then our values will be pride, spirit, volunteerism, and accountability. Okay? Strategic plan goals. Here's the goals. We can change the names of these if you don't like them. We've tried to, and you know, I keep saying we, this was work that was done by our city manager. And I don't even know why we hired a consultant in the first place, because he has a lot of experience doing strategic plans, and I think he probably could have done it. Now, that's not to say you have the time to do it, but you could have done it. So these, tell me what you think in regards to, is this easy to understand? Because we want our community to be able to know at a glance. Public safety. Pursue a safe and secure community by protecting the people, property, and economy of the city of Kaiser. Chief, is that accurate? Is that public safety? What did we forget?
I read it, and it's very similar to our mission statement as a police department. The only thing that's really missing is freedom and the rights for people.
What's your statement?
Yep, hold on, give me just 1 second.
Okay. Do you want to use your statement?
No, for public safety, ours doesn't have anything about the economy in it.
Oh,
So I think this is more global. I think this is probably more of a city, public safety, like we're all in it together.
right.
Because, I mean, without public works doing parks and all that type of stuff, I mean, they're helping, you know, code enforcement. So it's more than just the police department strategic plan.
Mhm.
Public safety is gonna be global.
Mhm.
So I do agree that without public safety economy, you know, you're not gonna be able to get businesses.
No.
So it's kind of really global.
I'm
So I'll
gonna,
look it up and then.
okay, great. I'm gonna go to Counselor Starr. I gotta mention, I was at a insurance agency today. And we had to be let in. And it was on Commercial Street. And so I said, so are you not open? They said, oh, no, we're open. It's just, we can't trust that transients are gonna walk in and cause trouble. So we unlock the door for every customer to come in. I don't think that happens in Kaiser. I hope it never does, but I was really surprised to hear that. Counselor Starr.
So help me understand the use of the word pursue. Because when I think of the word pursue, like we're chasing after it and we aren't already safe and secure.
That's a good point.
It's a good point.
Like, you know, what we're trying to do is maintain a safe.
Right.
So maintain rather than pursue. I mean, I think you've identified, pursue, that's the meaning I think of, we're chasing it.
How about provide?
Oh,
That's an action item. I like that.
I do too, I like that best.
See, I'm
Maintain
not
it.
checked out.
You're not checked out, you're totally here, you're totally present. Provide a safe and secure community by protecting the people, property, and economy of the city of Kaiser. Oh, I like that, Bill. That's a good ad. Chief, you got something for us? Nope, okay, we're moving on to transportation.
Yes, I do, sorry,
Oh, sorry.
I was on the wrong screen. Our mission statement is, it says, our mission is to help the community maintain order while promoting safety and freedom and building public confidence.
Oh, yeah, that's real different.
I do think, you know, looking at the tasks and stuff, that this is more global
Mhm.
than just our police department.
Yeah, I totally-
They are the key, to it, but
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so provide a safe and secure community by protecting the people, property, and economy of the city of Kaiser. Yes? Drive on the cart? Okay, we're going to transportation and infrastructure. Provide a safe, efficient, and reliable transportation system and maintain vital infrastructure in the best condition available resources allow. Bill, this is your area. What do you think?
Well, initially, I think using the word provide to begin both statements back to back is kind of odd. I didn't read number two when I said provide.
I don't have a problem with it.
So that's something, and then,
consistent.
I had the word maintain at the beginning, maintain a safe and efficient, reliable transportation system. And I can't remember what I had in my head to take that other maintain out, and, there was something about the vital infrastructure, but other than that, it doesn't bother me. I mean, overall, it doesn't bother me. I'll say it that way.
Well, I don't have a problem with saying provide twice,
Good.
but I mean, I like that word and it's an action word. It feels strong, like we're committing to it. So provide a safe, efficient, reliable transportation system and maintain vital infrastructure in the best condition available resources allow. Counselor Starr.
Can you talk to me about the transportation system? Cause I have a different vision in my head when I hear transportation system.
Well, I would say that's all modes, you know, personal vehicles, bicycles, public transit, that's all part of the transportation system, some of which we have little control over.
There
okay?
you go, right there.
Public transit, we have little control over that.
That's where I was going.
But it's still part of the system. Okay, and we need to be able to maintain and provide the ability for the public transportation system to operate in the city.
That's
okay?
where I'm going, the ability to operate.
And part of that is an example, Cherry Avenue, we put in bus pullouts, when we rebuilt Cherry Avenue, improved it. okay, At the request of the transit district, all right? And they immediately wanted them taken out.
Oh.
Because when the bus pulled over in the pullout, the traffic wouldn't let it back in, okay? So there's an example of trying to accommodate public transit, and it failed miserably. I mean, it just did, so they don't want those anymore. But they do wanna have places to stop, shelters for their riders, most of the time in the public right of way. And so working with them to accommodate those needs for their system, I think is important. Buses are hard on the road. Buses are really hard on the road. Buses and garbage trucks, okay? They're all overweight. Buses stop in the same place multiple times a day, every year. So they wear the roads, though they wear those portions of the road out. Well, it's our responsibility to maintain them, and we should maintain it so that they can operate. So.
Counselor Starr, do you have a recommendation?
I'm sorry, I'm making a note here.
And with the recent renaming of the
Multimodal?
multimodal committee,
Mhm.
that emphasizes that we are looking at all those transportation.
I know, we love it.
And so I think that needs to be maintained in the strategic plan goals.
Instead of transportation, multimodal system?
What if we say something, maintain, provide the opportunity, because to your point, Mr. Earlier, we don't provide, we don't provide the public transit system, right? We don't provide that.
Right.
What we do provide is the
Infrastructure.
the infrastructure for that system to work within. And so I think that's where I'm getting hung up on the verbiage on that goal.
Maybe it would be provide a safe, efficient, and reliable street system.
I think maybe that's an opportunity to, provide the infrastructure for a safe, efficient, reliable, multimodal transportation system.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's better.
Yes, that,
Say that again.
Provide the infrastructure for a safe, efficient, reliable, multimodal transportation system.
yes.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think that hits on
Yeah.
what wasn't landing and sitting well.
Okay, so you've got that written down. Okay, good. Yeah, that hits it. Is that good for you too, Bill?
That's fine.
Okay, great. All right, moving on. Economic and community development. Demonstrate a supportive attitude toward employers, business, property owners that promotes economic development and high standards of livability in the city of Kaiser. So that's that mix. That's that 6, 7.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you did not just do that.
Totally did.
Yeah.
Totally did.
I'm gonna tell my daughter.
I talked about that in a training too today.
That we've gotta maintain, I mean, we want, like I was saying before this meeting started, the Kaiser Times did just a killer article about us today, that we've got this new motel and it's got this mini mall in front of it, and Kaiser's cooking, Kaiser's on fire. At the same time, we've got to balance that with the high standards of livability in the city of Kaiser, not unlike what we did to protect the Gubser neighborhood when we said no high traffic uses. So I like this. Is there any changes that anyone feels we need to make to this? Go ahead.
No, not to number 3.
Okay.
I did have, and you know what, maybe I'll hold this until we get through
To the actual,
to the actual details and tasks. I just, I made a kind of, I circled both community growth and this economic and community development because they felt similar to me. So I will just say that and
Okay.
then we'll go through
okay,
the rest of them.
so no changes to number 3 is what I'm hearing.
Right.
Okay, number 4, operational efficiency and quality service. Provide efficient, effective, and responsive government through stewardship and accountability. Counselor Stark.
I put a question mark by this one. Thank you, Chair Christopher. I had a question that if that is in our mission and our vision, why is it a goal?
Well, let's look at the tasks and then go.
So just,
Well, the tasks are really good, like complete an internal assessment to evaluate organizational efficiency and cost-setting measures, implement a process improvement program and recommendations for internal assessment, conduct a tech audit and needs analysis, develop succession plans. I mean, these are good, solid. And so I think that we need
maybe just rewriting number 4.
to say,
Not sure yet.
okay,
Did you just not, put a period after government?
provide efficient, effective, responsive government.
Done.
Yeah, I'm okay with getting rid of stewardship and accountability, because those tasks will do that.
And it's, as Counselor Starr said, it's in our mission to do that.
Operational efficiency and quality service.
I'm not sold on the title.
I'm not sold on the title either.
But I don't have an answer to something better yet, but I'm not sold on the title. And I do agree with your suggestion, Mr. Brown, to put just a period after responsive government.
Create a new title for operational efficiency and quality service in regards to a strategic plan for the city of Kaiser. Hang on, Chat GPT.
Just talked about that too today.
I'm sorry, I'm sold on it because we could sit here and talk about it for 20 minutes or Chat GPT will tell us in 2 minutes. 2 seconds. So here's what operational excellence and quality service initiative. Efficient operations for exceptional community service. Performance, efficiency, and service quality framework. I like this one. Optimizing operations for community-centered service.
Ooh, I like that.
I liked that too. Excellence in city operations and residents' experience. Operational efficiency and service delivery strategy. Ooh. A smarter, stronger Kaiser. Service quality and efficiency plan. Streamlined operation for superior public service. Delivering excellence, operational efficiency, and quality outcomes.
What was the one everybody liked?
Optimizing operations for community-centered service. I like that. Kyle? Instead of operational efficiency and quality service, it would be optimizing operations for community-centered service.
That puts our community at the center of everything that we do. I like that. I do like the excellence in there, but I don't think it was in that one, but.
No, it wasn't in that one.
What about like efficient and quality customer centric service or? I do like that. Focus on the customer and the citizen, the resident.
Okay. Okay, so optimizing operations. Is it optimizing we want to get rid of?
How about
Optimizing.
operational excellence and community centered
Service.
service?
I like that better. What'd you say? Operational excellence?
And community centered service, I think I said.
No, you have more words in the title than you do.
That's fine. Operational excellence and community-centered service. I like that. Okay,
I like that.
Bill, Chief, okay. Operational excellent and community-centered service. I like it. Provide efficient, effective, responsive government. I don't like through stewardship. With accountability.
It's in our mission.
So just get, okay, we'll just have it 5 letters.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
something in my eye just caught.
yes,
First page, 25 to 30 strategic plan,
yes,
25's down,
I know,
should be 26. right?
yes,
To 31,
yes. Yes, would you make that change, please?
just, I don't know why my eye caught that is.
We knew it, but we didn't,
It'll still be 26 to 30 actually.
yeah, it will be, that'll be 5 years.
There you go.
Okay, engaged community. I think that should be engaging the community. Strengthen community relationships through improved communication to foster a welcoming and accessible community for all. I think it should be engaging the community.
Yeah. Action,
Mhm.
not past tense.
Anybody disagree with that? Okay,
Or you put something like fostering an engaged community, but you need some type of action item. I like fostering an engaged community.
like it. Okay, and community growth. Responsibly plan and invest in community infrastructure, build environment to foster sustainable growth that preserves Kaiser's small town feel. How do you improve on that? Go on, prove me wrong. We good? Go ahead.
Chair Christopher, I still have I'm holding out my thoughts on this one until we see the tasks.
Great.
Because I think they could kind of be combined, but.
Okay. All right, we're moving on. Don't you like how I really liked how Adam put that little header on all these. I think it's real nice. I thought that was a real nice job. It incorporates our new sign, you know. I kind of like that. We look modern.
I noticed.
Yeah. So public safety, pursue a safe and secure community, but well, we'll change that to whatever we changed it to. Provide a safe and secure community by protecting the people, property, and economy of the city of Kaiser. Here's the strategic issue statement. Crime and its impact on the livability and economic viability of business is of significant concern to our citizens. Public safety continues to be a top priority of the city council, with nearly 3/4 of the city's general fund designated to keep the Kaiser Police Department fully staffed, officers on the road, technology and services, supervision, and sanctions available for offender accountability and reduction of future criminal activity. Going to you, chief. How's that sound to you?
Sounds like what we do.
Right,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Counselor Starr.
A clarification question. Excuse me. Sanctions available? It just feels,
For
Yeah, that's
offender
good.
accountability.
That's mainly through the court system, which could be our municipal court. But also through the Marion County court system, Salem court system, could be sites of any reserve person.
Do you think it needs a word like utilize sanctions and anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so in front of sanctions, utilize. So it just wasn't an incomplete statement is what you're thinking. Okay. City council priorities. Fully staffed police department. Reduced graffiti and crime in parks and neighborhoods. Preparation for continuity of operations and hazard mitigation in emergencies. Reduce and eliminate the occurrence and community impacts of illegal camping on public property. Complete emergency operations plan revision. Is that appropriately here?
The emergency plan,
Yeah,
we did actually, moved it over to public safety. It was in another section, but
this is where you think it
it
belongs.
seemed to be more public safety related.
What do you think, chief?
Again, it goes back to the global, concept of keeping the public safe. It takes us all.
Yeah,
Emergency management is clearly gonna be a broad city
yeah,
ordeal with
all hands on deck.
all hands on deck.
Mhm.
Every department head and every department.
Yeah. What do you think, Counselor Starr?
about the emergency operations. Then?
Plan revision
Um,
under public safety. I mean, that's probably right.
I think it is, right?
I think of it as cops, but it's not just cops. It's all public safety.
Yeah. I've had a question.
Okay, go ahead now.
So on bullet point 4, reduce and eliminate the occurrence and community impacts of illegal camping on public property. Is that the only issue? Illegal camping?
No, I think you can, it's not just camping, I mean, that is a concern, and one of the questions was brought to me is to eliminate, I don't know that we can eliminate it completely, we can try
Right.
towards reducing. But,
Managing the occurrence?
yeah, I mean, we.
But I think that my question is there a different phrase that we can use that encompasses? Because I don't think it's just the illegal camping that people have. That I have heard anyway, the concerns, and I've read, I read comments, I hear, so I'm just curious if we're pigeonholing ourselves by using.
You would wanna throw in something like void or anything trespassing,
Is there something that is all encompassing?
trespassing.
Or standing on the corner
I mean,
without
you're-
the shirt on, screaming at cars.
That's the problem.
Did you want us to write that
I mean,
specific?
I'm just saying, is there more to that?
But you know what, you see where I think this kind of just this narrows.
Yeah, it's certainly not just illegal camping on public property, and it's really up to you guys what you want to focus on, but I think most of the concerns that we hear are not only from you guys as city council, but as a community, is more than the community impacts of illegal camping on public property. It's the illegal trespassing, on all property, whether it be public or private.
And public space violations.
Could be, well, I would go more than just violations, I'd go, I mean, a criminal act can be a violation, but, violations of the law. Yeah, it's more encompassing than that, because really, most things that we hear are someone's on my property, I want them to leave from their business owner, resident, or somebody who owns any type of property,
yeah,
so you guys are- we want them to do the law.
Unlawful occupancy? Gosh, that's,
Occupancy creates a little bit of like you're occupying something other than just space use, that people kind of think occupied like inside a house or residence or.
oh, okay.
So it's open space and city council is fortunate, as you know, we don't have a lot of places that are ungoverned or not public places, right of ways where people stay legally. So we're able to move people along. There's usually somebody who has some enforcement decision-making as property owners. Whole city don't want someone there.
So if we change that, if we scratch out and eliminate, because I agree with you. We don't want to be held accountable to eliminate, because I don't think we can do it. Reduce the occurrence and community impacts of, and then we get into what's that word? And we don't want to just say public property. So those are our two things that are holding us up. Reduce the occurrences of and community impacts of.
Is, Mayor Christopher,
Sure.
is this something that we could, ask staff to come back with some options of verbiage?
Yeah.
Rather than trying to find it right now?
Yeah, that one's not coming easy.
That's a great idea. The question I would have back is what, do you want to focus this specific bullet point on
Transients.
transients illegally occupying somebody's space, whether it be public or private?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And
That's
the
the issue.
effects of.
That's the issue.
Yes, okay.
And the
Yeah, I think
effects
we
of
could
that.
Come up with some language that would get to what we're trying to.
Great,
Thank you.
great. Yeah, that's what we're trying to get at. That's the statement we want to make. I mean, that's a city council priority, because just like you, I know that you deal with this every single day. And we all do. I mean, I don't think there's a week that goes by that we don't hear about something like this. Do you?
No.
No.
Jamie.
Yeah. Okay, great. You'll get back to us. Okay, so now let's go into tasks. Develop a long-term staffing and funding plan for the police department, seeking community input and approval. Okay. Complete camera installation on street posts and parks, share crime graffiti improvement as per city camera priority installation plan.
Hmm?
Okay,
Wait a minute.
Street post, what's a street post?
isn't it a light post?
Well, but, and that's, I asked that question specifically because there's street posts, there's light posts, and there's traffic signals. Okay,
Probably just eliminate the on-street posts, just say, the camera installation in parks.
But they're on streets too.
the other,
They're
On streets and parks.
And then,
on streets and parks, and just eliminate the word posts.
Yeah, then we can install.
That'd be okay.
on
That'd be okay.
Other things than posts.
and then question about, and maybe it's just the way I'm reading it. But share crime share crime graffiti improvement as per city camera priority installation plan. Maybe I need to eat a.
Mr.
I'm
Mr.
just
Brown, we get
lost on that.
data, yeah. I forgot what you told me about that, Adam.
Is it share, I don't know if there's a word missing or.
Yeah, something's missing.
And in front of share.
maybe-
Well, we might not need, the public safety data, we have 2 down, and that's.
I just feel like something's missing there.
Is it complete camera installation on street and in parks
Here,
per the priority installation plan?
is that
Correct.
one?
And then.
Yeah.
Number 2 is share crime graffiti improvement
data,
data And you get that from where do you get that from?
Our code enforcement database, right?
Right.
Either self-reporting or, staff, right?
Okay, so that would be complete camera installation on streets and in parks per our priority installation plan. And then share crime and graffiti improvement data per code enforcement data? Or,
Yeah, and, maybe that just needs to be a measure of the success. That's what we're really talking about, is trying to reduce it through the installation of the cameras. And then our measures of the success is.
I agree, I don't think we need that whole second part. I think we need complete camera installation on streets and in parks per our priority installation plan. Anybody disagree with that?
No, I just didn't know what thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Okay, finish the revision of a citywide emergency operations plan and continuity of operations plan. Right? Conduct 4 city tabletop emergency management exercises partnering with Marion County. And just speak out if you say no or yes, otherwise we're gonna assume we're in agreement.
Yep,
Okay.
that's in the 5-year period of the plan.
Correct. Yeah, and within 5 years, we don't have to, we are not designating when. Develop license plate reader camera there's data sharing. Yeah, develop license plate reader camera public safety data sharing with Marion County and City of Salem. So there's the data sharing, so we don't need it above. We good? We good, chief?
Totally good.
Okay.
Done.
Coordinate work with organizations within Marion County to take care of individuals camping on city streets and mitigate the community impacts as shown by the annual point in time count in January. Is that a duplication?
No, I think that's going back to the, council priority.
Oh, that's a
that we were
priority.
trying to
Okay.
wordsmith.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Wait a minute, that's the council priority?
It is. Reduce graffiti and crimes and, no, that's the one that the chief's coming back to us. The reduce the occurrence of and community impacts.
Right, but which one is?
So this now says coordinate work with organizations within Marion County to take care of individuals camping on city streets and mitigate the community impacts as shown by the annual point in time count in January.
Are we taking out to take care of individuals? Something on?
Oh, no. To reduce individuals camping on city streets.
Okay, can you read that again?
Yep. Coordinate work with organizations within Marion County to reduce individuals camping on city streets and mitigate the community impacts as shown by the annual point in time count in January. So in other words, how many folks do we have living on our streets? Work to reduce those individuals by working with organizations within Marion County who do the bulk of that work. Yes.
Thank you, Chair Christopher. And are we confident? Is that our own pet count?
It is, yeah, we use the same app that everybody else in the state uses.
But we do it.
Our own account within the city.
Then I'm confident in that number.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you wanna know what that number is? Do you wanna know what that number was in January? What was that number, Mr. Brown?
I believe it was 9. Is that right, Chief?
That's right, 9.
I just wanted to make sure it's our number.
Yeah, we want to be our number. Okay, add incident command system, ICS, prepared staff to increase the city's capacity for emergency response. You want to tell us what that is, Adam?
Yes, we have, done a good job of having our primary, team trained and ready in the incident command, system, which is the response for emergency management. And what we need to do is get the second row of individuals within the organization, because if we went into an emergency that lasted more than 12 hours, went into a second shift, then we would need to.
So you have first shift already trained?
Yep.
Okay,
So we need a 24-hour ability to.
I don't think that says that. Add incident command system, ICS. I think that needs work on the task to say, we have the first line of defense, create the second line of defense if the emergency exceeds 12 hours. Then folks are gonna know, did you know what that meant? That's right. We wanna make sure a basic person, remember basic person. Would you say you're a basic person?
I'm a basic person.
As am I. So we want a basic person to be able to understand that, and I don't think that's easy to understand. Okay, implement voluntary Kaiser business. So you'll get back to us on that.
Yeah.
Just plain speak. Let's just talk with each other. Implement voluntary Kaiser business emergency preparedness registration. So first responders have contact information for quick response. So Adam and I talked about this at length. This started out by being, we have no idea who any of the businesses are that are doing business in Kaiser.
Mhm.
We have no idea who owns their building, who do we contact in an we have none of that information. And so this is the first step, and I think we need, and we do have it, implement voluntary Kaiser Business Emergency Preparedness Registration. So you don't have to give us anything, but who owns your building? And if Cascadia happens, who do we contact? Because your building's underwater.
There is, don't we already have registration from businesses for the,
Trespassing.
TLC for the.
We
For
can
what?
have, we will have most of that information, not all of the businesses are going to want to do that.
Right.
I just found out today, which is great, we're teaming up with the chamber for the business merchant meeting, the first one I literally found out hours ago. I don't have the email yet to confirm it, but I think it's gonna be December 4th
It's December 4th at 5:30
at 5:30.
at Crossroads Fellowship.
And what's gonna happen?
Well, this is gonna be it's really a chamber event that we're gonna attend, but we're gonna bring information, talking to Jeremy today. And we're gonna bring information on trespass letter of consent, what that looks like, how to sign up for it. So we'll have that data with all the people who show up. And then we'll be able to share that with the chamber, of course, as we do it yearly, and then get that information. So that will help with this emergency management.
Yeah, and and I think,
The intent is to make that a quarterly conversation that is open to the entire business community, not just
right,
members.
chamber members.
But so the intent is, as I understand it, to open it up, and to do at least this, in the envision was a quarterly meeting, conversational, to help develop, and I think that will help with this item.
Yeah.
But it's an ongoing, it's not just gonna be a once and done meeting, but quarterly.
And I think the critical point of this is, A, it's voluntary, B, it's no cost. C, it's police and fire only. And we need to add that to this task. We need to say that this information is for police and fire only.
Well, first responders have contact information.
Right.
Yeah.
So Adam Brown's not gonna have this information.
Oh,
I sure as heck don't want him having it. Okay, adopt revisions. Yes,
Question,
sure,
this is a city council strategic plan, city strategic plan.
yes.
The fire districts are not a city organization, not affiliated with the city. Does that affect,
Wait, tell me that again?
the fire districts are not part of the city?
Well,
Does that affect including them in a statement like that? I'm just
well,
curious.
that's a good question.
Because this is a city council plan. That has no authority over the fire districts.
No, but so we may want to put something in there
And the other piece.
coordinating with the fire district, but so that people, only police and fire have this information.
We have a comment in there.
She was technically public works or first responders,
You are?
widely unrecognized.
No
nationwide.
kidding.
But we are considered first responders.
First I've ever heard that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, widely unrecognized.
Okay,
So
Who's first on scene?
I would say the cops.
And then,
I would say fire.
But who's-
I though often see
yeah,
On
who's
River
first on
Road.
scene to assist the police and the fire district?
A venue.
No, but I often see I do, Mr. Lawyer, to your point, oftentimes it will be a public works vehicle who's pulled over, assisting and supporting until our first responders. I'm just saying,
I know.
That's so
I
interesting.
recognize
I
that.
honestly,
That's
I did not know.
Yeah.
Did you know, Kyle?
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
I think we should recognize that though, at our next Public Works Day and week. We should acknowledge that and highlight that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to work on, I mean, because we would want that state, we want it out there so that the basic person knows we're not sharing this information. This is confidential, highly confidential information. We're not gonna share it with everybody. We're gonna share it with police and fire.
And just to be clear, the information we're looking for is if they have an address they're rolling up on, you know, and they know of the situation, whatever it is. They know, they can figure out who's the person to call
Right.
and what's the phone number.
Didn't,
So that's the route.
that's the route right
I
there.
have a question. And maybe, Mr. Brown, Chief, Mr. Lawyer, what happened to all of that information that Chief Blanco gathered? Cause didn't he work on this? Wasn't he working on something kind of like this?
He did, he was working with Marion County, and we have the.
Emergency preparedness?
It's more than that, it's a response, any type of response informational website, and they combine all sorts of information on, Northwest Human Services, I think was the organization that.
Really?
I can run and go get the flyer, it has QR code on it, takes you directly to the website. And it's a super information page on.
Like for what
But
purpose?
wasn't there a lot of that business information? I thought he collected all of that. I swear he said that.
That's a great question. I don't remember. I've navigated websites several times. I don't remember seeing business information on there. It was more resource oriented, but it could be. Very well could be. I know he went to different businesses to pass this information.
Maybe that's what I heard. Okay, thank you.
Counselor Duran.
So you can get the ownership information off of the county website for every piece of property in. the
But that
city.
doesn't necessarily.
But it doesn't give you contacts.
That's right.
It gives you mailing contacts, but it doesn't give you phone number or emails.
So if there's a flood, we'll just send them a letter. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's publicly,
Okay.
knowledge to get the ownership. So if somebody wanted to take the time to generate the mailing list, it could all be mailed out to get this
But
information.
not immediate.
And that might be part of it. I mean, we've got it in here as a task.
And that's how.
They could maybe come back to us and say, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, and we could, like some feedback, see if that's what is desired or not, but what we did before in another community was mail that out annually. And so it was updated, because,
Context change.
exactly,
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that we're doing something
Yeah.
because, they're at a disadvantage. They don't know, like, other than we'll mail them a letter.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's able to we can gather the information using that, but not having it immediately.
yeah, it's super timely that you're already working with the chamber to do that, and you can talk about that, Chief, that here's what we're going for. I mean, it's, I've talked with a couple of business owners, 4. 3 were like, oh, yeah, I can get that to the police and fire. The 4th one said, there's no way I'm telling you anything about my building or my business or who to contact. I thought, fine, burn, baby, burn. So we're not gonna get 100% compliance.
Yep.
But the folks that want to have a quicker response, and that's really what it's all about, a quicker response, if they have to take some type of action, and they need, rather than break down a door or a window, can I contact somebody? That's gonna help. Okay, last, not least, adopt revisions to the city emergency operations plan. Supporting plans will be the Kaiser Parks Master Plan, Marion County Public Safety Council Strategic Plan, Mid-Willamette Homeless Alliance Continuum of Care Plan, Kaiser Emergency Ops Plan. Counselor Starr.
Thank you, Chair Christopher. What I've done, and maybe this is coming and I'm jumping when I've done strategic plans, I've had like metrics and target dates and,
I think that's next.
okay,
We'll adopt the framework. And
this
then
is just the framework.
I would say,
Yeah, I mean, I have that.
do you think that should be, I mean, this will be disseminated to the public.
And that's where the annual process comes in
That's what I think.
of, uh,
I mean, we could, and if that's what the council wants to do, we can do that. What do you think, basic person? Do you want all of the metrics that are involved in that, or do you want to know what the tasks are and what the framework of the strategic plan is? You tell me.
I think just the basics and stuff of what it is, I think.
To start with, and then the annual report
Yeah.
could furnish the metrics. Okay, great. I like that too.
it also gets really, really busy.
Really long.
That's, fine. I just wanted to make sure we weren't getting that, but I just have one question.
Sure.
Can we make Coda's picture bigger?
These are really good. You did good. When I talked to Adam, I said, we want to put some cop pictures in here and make sure you get the dog. Now, I have the winning picture. I have him kissing Coda and it's super
I have
cute.
that.
Bill,
As I'm reading through this, help me understand the supporting plan being the Kaiser Parks master plan for this site.
the cameras.
They're not in there. They're not part of the master plan.
Whoa. Really?
Really?
Well,
I
aren't we?
know the master plan pretty well. There's nothing in the master plan remotely talking about cameras.
Don't you think we should add it?
No, I don't.
Don't you?
No, it's a police item. It's not a parks item.
It's not a park safety item?
Well, no, what I'm saying is it enhances park safety, no question about it. But it's a police department system.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a public works system. We don't establish the priority places. We don't have involvement other than to assist getting them installed. Primarily getting power to them. Other than that, it's the whole camera system. LPRs and parks cameras are a police department function. So, again, they're not mentioned in the master plan. They were never envisioned when the master plan was written.
No.
I'm just curious how that ties, that's all.
Well, that was the thinking. The
Okay.
thinking was to let folks know, I mean, all parks don't have it.
But also, Chairman, the chairperson that the issue talks about keeping the parks
Safe.
safe also, and not just cameras, but from, other persons, we're trying to wordsmith emotionally disturbed persons or persons in crisis,
Mhm.
so. That would be my justification for leaving it, but
I'm
I'm
mock Nick's on this.
I was having a problem in my mind making a connection.
I'm 6'7".
It doesn't really matter necessarily, I just needed to ask the question.
Okay, I think we'll leave it for now, and then when we get together with the city council, bring that up again, would you please?
Okay.
And say, do you really want it in there? And if you really want it in there, then maybe you should make some mention of the parks, and we don't have to say locations, but certainly the parks that have increased security via cameras. There's 3. There's Kaiser
Rapids, Ben Miller,
and
Ryan,
Newton.
Creek.
Little League,
Oh, Little League.
oh yeah,
Boy, that's
it's like
good.
5 at least.
That's
Well,
good.
There will be 5, Ben Miller's not there yet, but it's going to be there.
Oh, there's 5 parks that have it.
No, Country Glen did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5.
On the bridge.
If we include Ben Miller, there's 5 parks.
Okay,
Okay,
so see, I mean, I think, let's let council decide.
excuse me, there's 6.
Who else?
So Skidmore.
Oh, yeah. Good choice. Okay, Counselor Star.
Can we call this like supporting plans / reports? Because I think that the reports that the police department are putting together are class acts, top quality, and I think those should be accompanying or supporting pieces of information that go along with
I agree.
a safe and secure community.
We'll just dash and put reports.
And then add those to like their data report that they're putting together and the staffing and operations report that they just did. It's
Okay,
some of the best reading.
I like the one in the park too. I like the pictures a lot. Good job. All right, we're going to transportation and infrastructure.
And Chair Christopher, I just, a point of order for our meeting length.
Yeah.
We have a meeting at 7.
So it looks like we're gonna need a second meeting, and that's okay. So we'll get that scheduled right away for December so that we can get through it. I'd rather get through it and I want us to feel like this by the time we go to our work session. Okay, good. All right, so I have 20 till. Do you have that too?
Nope, I have 6:45.
Ooh. Do you want to try to get through transportation and infrastructure? Let's see how we do. Let's try to get through it.
I just need a 5-minute break in between the meetings.
You're killing me here, Counselor Starr. You're killing me here. Okay, transportation and infrastructure. Strategic issue statement, ensuring a safe, efficient, and reliable transportation network. We're gonna work on that, along with well-maintained infrastructure is essential for fostering economic growth and community well-being in Kaiser. Limited resources necessitate prioritization and strategic planning to address aging systems, congestion, and emerging mobility needs. How do you feel about that, Bill? Everybody good with that? I kind of like that. Okay, so here's our priorities. Sidewalks on all Kaiser roadways. We know we can't do that in 5 years. Nonetheless, that is our priority. Make annual progress toward goals. Gosh, and here we are. So we picked the right one. Addressing traffic congestion primarily on River Road. Complete update of the transportation systems plan. Complete River Cherry overlay zone. Anything else? What did we forget? Those are all heavy carry. Okay, task. Complete the update of the TSP, include plan for sidewalk infill, crosswalks, and maintenance plan for residential streets.
I don't honestly know the maintenance plan for residential streets fits within the TSP. But I'm not sure it doesn't, and that is not currently part of the TSP. And I haven't seen the final scope of the update, so I just want to mention that.
When will you know if it does?
When the scope is complete, probably first of the year.
Okay, so let's leave it for now,
Yeah,
and then you'll get back to us on that if it's not in there. Okay.
But if Chair Christopher,
Sure.
if it's not in there though, are we gonna add those items to a different task?
I would say yes.
Okay, thank you. And then I have a question.
Go ahead.
the only thing that won't be in there is the maintenance for the residential streets. The other things I think will be addressed in the master plan.
The sidewalk infill crosswalks.
And it's the maintenance plan that I don't
So
think
then we just make that a different task.
could be, yes.
Well, let's do that then. Adam, you got that? We'll separate that out and make maintenance plan for residential streets a separate task.
Yes, that'd be good, because I gotta measure, one of the indicators was miles of, street through paved from our annual program.
Great. Perfect.
Madam Chair, can I ask you about the priorities there? My understanding is we've already completed the River Cherry overlay zone.
Is it completely done?
Aren't we trying to implement it? Right, the plan's approved.
Plans approved.
We're implementing it.
Well, that's what it says. Implement the River Cherry
But I
overlay.
think he's looking right there.
Oh, so it needs to be implement. Okay. I think that's what it was meant by complete, is the implementation of.
That's ongoing as.
Oh, I'm aware.
Redeveloped, so just.
Continue implementation of the River Cherry overlay zone. Continue implementation. Okay.
And I also had a question about like something about streetlights.
Okay. Okay, hold that. Okay, so then the second task where it says implement the River Cherry overlay district, continue implementation. Okay, prepare a report to explore alternative north-south routes to identify solutions to traffic congestion on River Road. Now, my question on that task is, since we've got chariots wanting to double the buses on River Road from every 30 minutes to every 15 minutes. Yeah, tell me, parking lot. Is this where? Is this part of the task where we say? Analyze additional. Public transit. I don't know, I wanna say,
Impacts.
at some point, I mean, it's double the buses, you guys.
Are they required to come and talk to the cities?
No, they said
About
they have.
Have they, Mr. Brown?
Well, let me take that back. I mean, the director, Alan Pollock, and I have a very good relationship. We talk occasionally, yeah. But, and then he offered, after the council had taken action on the item to come present, there wasn't a desire on the council to hear it directly. But, you know, the chamber also provided opportunities for people to attend, as you know.
But I think.
But shouldn't that have been done a year ago?
That would be, a political.
Well, I mean, a year ago, I think they should have come to the city and say, here's what we're thinking.
What does that do to I think I'm looking.
I don't disagree.
About a conversation about the impact on traffic within the city. Did that conversation happen?
Not that I'm aware of, and let me tell you that the transit district is pursuing, buses controlling traffic signals.
Oh, God.
And,
Wait, what?
Oh, my
buses
God.
controlling traffic signals, so they get priority.
What do you mean they're pursuing that?
They're pursuing funding for it through the.
That's
SCAS
their
process,
goals.
okay?
Yeah.
And if they get the funding, there's not much we can do about it. It's
We can't stop them on our streets.
public streets. No, you can't.
But we have control.
We don't have control of,
I know,
we have control of the signals, yes.
Right.
But the way I understand that system is, the transit districts, not just chariots, transit districts have the ability and the authority to implement
Oh
that
my
system, and there's not much we can do about it. That's my understanding. I have not delved into it deeply, because the funding is out there, and it's a stretch. But they are pursuing it, and they bring it up on a regular basis through the SCAS process.
I would say if that's through the sketch process, then
We were gonna go to Durant.
there is an appeal process there.
Well, and there's a few people on SCATs that are not happy about, you know.
I hope you're one of them.
Well, yeah. I'm not happy what Chariots is trying to push through, not only financially, but with their goals. So in their goals, part of what they say they're gonna do with the money that they're trying to take from us. That's one of the things is the priority light changing system. And it's kind of, from what I understand, it's kind of like what the fire department has.
Similar, yeah, that's called Opcon, police have the same thing,
Right,
Opcon.
right.
It's similar to that, yeah, where the bus pulls up. Oh, you don't have that, I thought you did. And so the buses pull up and they force the signal to give them priority. And the whole goal is so they can stay on schedule.
Yeah, I get it.
That's the whole thing.
Okay, we've got to prepare a report for alternative north-south routes. In that task has to include, Adam, coordination and agreement with, mass transit to accomplish that goal. You've got to have that. They've never asked us if we wanted buses every 15 minutes.
Do we want to put agreement or in, agreement with, because that insinuates that we're gonna get agreement with them.
I don't know if the council has any authority to regulate that, honestly, folks. I really don't, they're public streets.
Well, we certainly can have a conversation with them. We certainly can make it public. We certainly, I mean, watch.
Absolutely.
As you know, watch what happens when we tell folks that here's the potential.
I understand, I just.
Can we have that, I don't know, can we ask as a work group? Can can we ask staff to come back with a
Yeah.
report on that, or put that on the agenda, put that on an agenda item or something for us at the council? To have that conversation or discuss that?
Well, let's do it in the context of the strategic plan, once we get the city council together. But in that task, Adam, we need to do something with this bus situation that's out of control.
Okay.
Okay, develop a plan to connect parks, trails, neighborhoods to each other, Kaiser Rapids Park to Salem Riverfront, trails between parks. Yeah. Anybody? Okay, great. Implement sidewalk gap and repair program, establish, oh, Adam, we do have it.
Yeah, when I looked at that, I said, oh yeah, we didn't have that.
Establish annual minimum progress goal, explore alternative funding options, including a special levy. That's all great. And we've dedicated $100,000 a year. We can add that right in there.
Mhm.
And then we can determine, you know, like you said, how many miles we do a year, whatever. Okay, then, as Counselor Starr said, maintenance plan for residential streets. Supporting plans is the Kaiser TSP, Kaiser Parks Master Plan, Kaiser Comp Plan, Kaiser Development Plan. Yes, Counselor Starr.
Thank you, Chair Christopher. Can we add something in there about, maybe looking at our streetlight issue? There's a lot of,
Streets without lights?
yep, a lot of missing. So I don't know what that task would be, but I think it's an important thing for us to look at. as
Well,
a
we could
council.
do implement potential, they're LIDs, aren't they?
Our local improvement districts.
Yeah.
And.
Implement.
Current system,
Mhm.
we would have to create a district that encompasses either the entire city or the areas of this, and my recommendation, if that was gonna be pursued, that's what you do. So the costs are shared, I'm gonna say equally amongst everybody in the city, okay? Because if you don't include the residents that are already paying for a streetlight district, I don't, it's a
So-
very difficult, odd process.
So something about preparing a report to explore
How
implementing.
about this? Implement a strategy and support for LIDs for street lighting.
Something
Citywide.
citywide.
Well,
Yes,
and actually, based on my conversation with, I like Counselor Starr's recommendation to prepare a report, right? Cause then that's what we can do. We don't know what the outcome of the report
We don't
is,
know what
but
the outcome is,
the
but
report is a measurable.
prepare a strategy.
yeah,
Okay. We made it through two. We did really good.
okay.
Okay, well, before we leave, I know you need 5 minutes. Let's, while we're all together, figure out when we can get together in December. Why do you say that? So,
Because we already have someone.
what is it?
The meeting, the
chamber.
chamber business police meeting.
Oh, how about December 5th?
That's a Friday.
Yeah, I know. We're running out of days here, folks. December 3rd,
Nope, busy on December 3rd.
December 2nd,
Christmas tree lighting.
thank you, December 4th,
Busy.
December 5th.
I am happy to meet on a Friday if you buy pizza.
Done. December 5th,
Might need a card to my wife.
what?
Said you might need to make a card to my wife or.
I will. I would do that for her.
And the next day we're gonna be at the Miracle Lights.
Yes, it's a busy month.
It is.
Let's get it done.
Make it busier.
I know. December 5th, are we good? Let's try to we'll do 5:30 to 7 again. 7 is not really late. We'll be really judicious and have you out of here by 7.
Yeah.
And I'll buy pizza, my own personal self, without public money.
You're not gonna use your pay, you get the bill to the council.
What? Oh, okay. Very funny, Bill.
So the pizza's gonna be free?
Okay, we good? We're in. December 5th, we'll be back with
Wait a minute, at what time?
5:30.
Can we move it up and
That's up to you workers.
for our staff, can we say 4, so they're out
That
of
would be
here?
ideal. Can you do it for? Can you do it for us, Shane?
Last time.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
There you go. Now I don't even have to write a dang letter. You'll be home on time for dinner with Angie.
Thank you.
Okay,
Oh, no, I still need pizza.
okay. Okay, 4 PM, December 5th. Are we good?
You're great.
Okay. What meeting are you going to?
West Kaiser.
Oh, me too.